Hello everyone, Claire Jones from Clarifications Coaching. This video is going to be a little bit different than usual just because I'm dealing with some life experiences that I think you guys can relate to, and so I thought it would be a good opportunity to show how I am impacted by my own coaching practices in my own life and how I navigate those practices in my experiences and then the way I prioritize things in my life. So lately, I've been in a pretty shit mood. I have to admit that I've been feeling very stressed and very overwhelmed for the last couple months. And to give you a little background on it, it's been a kind of rushed period for me because I went through a whole rebranding process in the months of May, June, and July. And so I was in the process of wrapping all of that up at the end of July, as well as preparing for the eWomen conference at the end of that month. And that kind of stressful, rushed energy flowed into the next 3 weekends that I was traveling for, and I've been struggling to find some emotional and mental space for myself with all of this stuff going on and not really being able to reset my bodily and mental and emotional systems on the weekends. And so I've gotten to a place where I just feel very stressed and overwhelmed, and it didn't really catch up with me until this past weekend. I realized this past weekend that I had been carrying a lot of stress and overwhelm and sadness inside of me because I was sad that I didn't win the Emerging Leader Award. While I was one of the finalists, I still put a lot of emotional energy into wanting to win the award. And after the experience of not winning, I put a lot of thought and energy and time into focusing on the positives of the experience, which were huge. I mean, it was a thrilling experience. It was an amazing experience, and I came away with a lot of good things. But I still have to remember to address that sad part of me and remember to nourish that sad part of me and pay attention to that, because I almost forgot that I was allowed to be sad. You know, it's such a inspiring and invigorating and thrilling experience that it's easy for you to forget that you're allowed to be sad too. And that all caught up with me this past weekend. And I've just been kind of so stressed and overwhelmed that I wanted to let you guys know that I get it. You know, healing is not a linear path. Growing is not a linear path. And there's going to be bumps and setbacks and obstacles along the way. And as a result of all of this stress, I haven't been taking care of myself. And I've allowed myself to get to a space where I'm not making time for meditation. I'm not exercising regularly. Because of all the traveling and stress, I haven't been feeding myself the foods that I like to feed myself with. And I haven't been making time for friends. I haven't been making time for joyful activities. And these are all things that I know are important because I know how important the Healthy Mind Platter is and each of the facets that the Healthy Mind Platter goes over, like downtime, time in, sleep time, physical time, play time, connecting time, and focus time. And while I've been making time and prioritizing a couple of those facets, I haven't been making time for all of them. And as a result, I feel sad, I feel miserable, I feel depleted, I'm exhausted, and it all caught up with me this past weekend. And I really had to have a good cry session actually on, I think it was Sunday, because I had to recognize all of these negative feelings inside of me that were coming up. And I was really struggling with like how to get past those feelings because I was mad at myself. I was mad at myself for not taking care of myself. I know how important this stuff is, and yet I wasn't aware enough to make time in my own life and proactively plan to deal with the stress and the overwhelm that I knew was coming my way. And it's really easy for me to like get mad about that stuff, and I wanted to find ways to get out of it. And it was just yesterday that I realized it's the Healthy Mind Platter. It's all of those areas that make me a joyful, healthy, happy being that I'm not prioritizing at the moment. And that makes me even more mad because I'm mad that I can so easily fall into this mindset of feeling inadequate and feeling like I'm failing, and knowing that I'm failing at even taking care of myself is just compounding the problem. And I just have all this anger that's coming up in me, and I just know that I can get out of it with this healthy mind platter stuff. But I just wanted to take a moment and talk to you guys about this stuff because it's real life scenarios. I mean, we all get stressed, we all get overwhelmed, and it's very easy for our self-care practices to fall by the wayside. And I myself am a very present example of that in my own life, and I hope to show you guys that I'm not perfect. I don't have it all figured out. I have some of it figured out, and it's a struggle for me to make sure that I pay attention to those things. So I know that this feeling fucking sucks right now, and I know that there's a path out of it, and I know what steps to take. And I just wanted to make a video about it because I thought you guys might relate to this. I thought you guys might be able to offer some support maybe for me, or how I can offer support to you guys too if you're dealing with the same feelings and overwhelm and just feeling disappointed in yourself, feeling disappointed in others. I know what it's like. I get it. I've been there. I'm still there. I'm here right now. And it's not a comfortable feeling. So I just wanted to take a little time and talk about how important the Healthy Mind Platter facets actually are and how they actually impact my life, and see if you guys can relate at all and have any insights into it as well. So please feel free to leave any comments or questions below because I love hearing from you guys. I would love to hear if you are struggling with the same things, or whether you have advice for me in terms of getting back into a abundant and fertile mindset and not this feeling of inadequacy and failure and being mad about everything. And so if you are interested in getting more, you can follow my channel on YouTube or follow me on Instagram at Clarifications Coaching. And as always, I love you all. I really wish the best for you all, and I really want to create a tribe of support for all of us and see how we can lift each other as we climb. So I love you all. Take care. Have a good one.